Hello to everyone today. I hope you all are having an amazing day. I am at home recovering from a surgery that I had. And I thought, since I'm still and going to be off work for a couple of weeks, I thought, maybe it's a good time to make a couple of videos about some things that I wanted to talk about while I'm sitting here not really doing much. So I plan on doing that. Of course, it's day by day how I'm feeling, of course, but I plan on doing that. So today what I wanted to talk about was the difference between what I would say the general public thinks that OCD is and what OCD actually is. And before I move on, of course, I'm not a psychiatrist or anything like that. I'm just a person who deals with OCD, and I've done a lot of research, and I've gotten a lot of great resources, which I will also be sharing on my platforms, the great resources that I've found that has helped me through. So when I hear someone say, "Oh, I think I have a little OCD," they're generally talking about how they like things neat and organized, or they can't stand a picture being crooked, or something along those lines. And if you tell someone you have OCD, that's the first thing. That's where they go to immediately. And the truth of the matter is that's not actually what OCD is at all. Now, because there's a lot of categories to OCD. A lot of people have different kinds. And there are people who you do see cleaning a whole lot that have OCD. But the reason that they're cleaning is not because they like to be clean and tidy. The reason that they're cleaning is because they have an intrusive thought that will not go away, that says to them, if you do not do this, then something bad is going to happen to your family or yourself. And that usually lies in the category of contamination OCD. And so they're cleaning the spot on the counter 100 times or 30 times or whatever times feels right to them to release that anxiety that the thought is provoking. So they're not cleaning their whole kitchen. They're just cleaning that one spot because they can't be sure that it's clean enough not to make somebody sick. And for example, hoarding, where people have massive amounts of things piled up in their house, and their house is chaotic and it isn't clean at all. Hoarding is also a type of OCD. So it's really difficult to get people to understand that you have a serious issue in your life that causes a lot of trouble and distress, and it's not just about being clean. Mostly it's never about that. Some people who have contamination OCD go to great lengths to prevent themselves from germs, and that's because they think that if they touch something out in public and somebody had let's say like hepatitis, then they think they're going to get hepatitis off the park bench, and so they have a real anxiety with germs. But they don't just wake up one day and decide that that's the thing. It's relentless images, thoughts, intrusive thoughts, feelings, all those kind of things, just absolutely relentless. And they do the compulsion to get rid of that feeling. And so that's really what I wanted to try to just dip my toes into explaining that one today. because I think that a lot of people have the misconception, and that is where it needs to start, is with awareness and education about people with OCD. And it's very debilitating to their lives, and they can get stuck in these cycles, and the next thing you know, they're just not present in their day whatsoever, and it's very difficult on them. And so this is kind of why I am making these social media posts, is I want to give people the resources that I have had that have helped me tremendously, and I want to talk about a very specific area of OCD that is not commonly talked about in any circles. Although it's been around for a long time and people have been taking notes about it, it's not commonly talked about. So anyway, that is that for today. I hope that taught you something, and I'll see you next time.